What's up, everyone? It's Snapper 77. Today we're going to be having a look at Hela. She's a pretty good champ for damage output. Her signature ability, I don't have her awakened, but basically what it does is it every one of your champs on your team that's knocked out gives her an additional spirits to start the fight. And she also gains an indestructible when she would normally be knocked out. She gains an indestructible charge there that keeps her alive for a little bit longer. Also, her heavy attack there is how you can continually build Furies. When you hold and charge your heavy, she continually build Fury charges there. So it's kind of risky to use. You sit there holding the heavy, waiting for the opponent to charge, and then time it just right so that you intercept them with the heavy. It's the best way to get her Furies up really high in order to get that damage output. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of getting used to charging up your heavy there to build up your Furies. Also, she has a physical resistance she gains if she's struck by a blow that takes more than 7% of her health, I believe it is. Then she gains a physical resistance, and that physical resistance stays active until she gets hit with a heavy attack. Yeah, you'll see in the match there, I struggle a little bit trying to charge her heavy there to get the Fury stacked up there. It takes quite a bit of getting used to doing. It's not your typical way of fighting, that's for sure. But nonetheless, there it really makes her a very, very powerful champ there, with giving her probably one of the highest damage output capabilities in the game. Looking at her special one there, it's 100% chance to trigger Fury. It's another way she can gain Furies other than by charging her heavy. That's probably better to use for shorter fights where you're not going to be needing to ramp up by building up spirits. You can use your L1 to gain Furies fast and in shorter matches. Her L2 there has a 100% chance to armor break, and depending on how many Furies you have, the more armor you're going to break is basically how that works. The more Furies, the more armor you're going to break, and the more damage you're going to end up doing over it. In the last 10 seconds, the armor break. Her L3 there, the way it works is it subtracts 7% of the champion's missing health. So where that comes into play is against like LOL, stuff like that. Okay, we're going to get into the match here now. The plan here was to build up about 12 or 1300 spirits, and then we were going to go from there. We were going to start trying to stack up the 15-ish Furies, and then see what her damage output would be like at with those amount of Furies, and how long she'd be able to maintain the Furies without them going down. The idea here is to build up her spirits to a high amount, so that way it takes longer. It gives you more time to build your Furies before you run out of spirits, and then your Furies start dropping off. So when you think about it, the more spirits you have, the more time you have to build up your Furies, the more Furies you can get, and the longer you can maintain it before your spirits get down to zero. That's basically how this is going to work. I forget, I think we got up to 12 or 1300. I was going to test out, maybe see like 2,000 or 3,000 spirits and then build Fury, but yeah, we just went with I think it was 1,300 in this clip here. Now here, if you doing it this way, you cannot use her L1 or charge her heavy at all while you're building spirits, because the second she gets a Fury, then her spirits start going down. So you want to avoid using that, and to do that you spam her L2, because her L2 doesn't give her Fury. So, and it also helps build her spirits up a lot faster. So it seems like it's about I think about 100 hits. I think gets I think it gets close to 1,000 spirits. It's right around there. I think 150 hit combo. I think got 12 or 1,300, something like that. So that's what we went with in this clip. And then once her spirits, once you get that first Fury on, you're gonna start charging your heavy and building Fury up as fast as you can. It's very risky charging her heavy there to build up your Furies, but you want to get them built up as fast as you can for sure there, because her spirits go down really, really fast once you get up around 10 to 15 Furies. Like, your spirits drop off fast. So you got to fight really aggressive to maintain the Furies, and then you got to keep spamming your L1 to sort of replace the Furies as they expire. Also, I forgot to mention there, for this also to work, I got 3 Black Bolts in there with Ronin. That gives her 75%. It's called Cosmic Supremacy. Gives her 75% duration on her Furies, which really enhances her ability to maintain her Furies. And there we go. We're starting to build up our Furies there now. I see I ended up getting hit there trying to charge my heavy, and then I got hit again. I was like, boy, this is a little bit tricky to do there. Then I had to bait his special. I fired off the L1 there to get another Fury, and I was just there charging it and trying to time it just right there. And I realized I had to stop because I had to bait a special. Then I went in and charged it up there off the parry, charged it up again, then I baited the special, and then I think I dropped my L1 here, and then and now I wasn't worried about charging no more. I was going to just try and see if I could maintain it, because my spirits are starting to get a little bit low there. As you can see there, the spirits are coming off pretty fast there, but you can also see it's actually it's quite a bit amount of time to get off some really huge damage. You can see there my Hela is only 330 champ, and let's look at that 18,000 damage on a 330 champ there. You can see her Furies are starting to fall off there a little bit there now. She's down to 0 spirits, but you know, I'm hitting there, and then you see it goes up to maybe 20 spirits, and then right away, the second I stop attacking, it goes back down to 0. So this is where you'd want to, like, if you wanted to maintain your Furies from prevent your Furies from going down really fast, you just want to spam your L1 as much as you can, just to get you know, you might lose a couple, then gain one back, and then lose a couple, then gain one back. But you can prolong the damage output there with spamming our L1 here. Yeah, and this was the fight there. I think I cut it off pretty soon there. Her L3, it's like, I've heard it can do like 250k damage with 5 Furies when you're in the assassin range versus LOL chats. So it's really that's probably the best time to use your L3 is when you got 5 Furies and you're in that assassin range there against opponents that have a lot of health. And yeah, I think I cut it here shortly there, and I added a clip at the end here. One of my guys in our alliance, Matty C's, got a 455 duped Hela, and that's kind of where I got the idea from. He posted a video on the damage output on it, and I was kind of surprised. I didn't realized that Hela was able to maintain that many Furies for that amount of time, so I wanted to try it out for myself and see how good it. Here we are coming up to Matty C's clip there against Winter Soldier. You can see he's got the Furies built up there, and he's just absolutely destroying Winter Soldier there. I think like 60k medium, 38k light attack on crits. It's absolutely wild. So you can see Hela's, she's not no chump. She's got up there with Star-Lord for sure for LOL capabilities of being able to take guys down. That's my video there. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good one.